What is going on, my YouTube friends and my Patreon friends? How we living today? I'm playing a little bit of catch up. My friend Mackenzie requested a couple of songs on a live stream that we had on Patreon that I didn't get to, so I'm gonna do those ones here now for you. So shout out to Mackenzie. I appreciate you hanging out and supporting all the live streams, introducing me to all this great, especially the live stuff, man. Like, what do we got here? Oh, this is text. Oh, this is a bunch of instructions. Text. OX1 love song, I Know I Love You, featuring SEORI? Interesting. I got caught on one bad the other day. Money I got caught on. At Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve 2023. So this must have just been, just a month ago. Awesome, man. I have no idea what we're getting into, but I'm looking forward to this. My friends, if this is your first time checking me out, I have a background in live music and production. So that's usually the kind of approach that I take on all this stuff. I have a Patreon link, like I was saying, in the description box if y'all want to check me out there. And let's watch this. Let's check this out.
I know I love you. Zero second, so when we go my one and only. It's something 어둠 속에 고마가 so holy. 모든 두 끝에서 궁금하게 도망가 멀리. My life before you was a messenger. 나는 파내길 수 없던.
Sorry, let me back myself up. I'm getting lost in this beat. It sounds inspiring. I gotta turn all the stuff on. Let's.
I know I love you. Zero second, so when we go my one and only. It's something 어둠 속에 고마가 so holy. 모든 두 끝에서 궁금하게 도망가 멀리. My life before you was a messenger. 나는 파내길 수 없던 chance. Oh yeah. 저기의 바닥에서 I knew it, I gave another war. Now I can't stop thinking about you and I'm sinking alone. 난 내게 나타난 천사 데려가줘 너의 혼자. I know it's real, I can feel it. 난 모든 세상이 love.
Ah, man, that's got some energy to it, doesn't it? Woo, doesn't it? I love like Buddy here in the middle. He's got some like grit to his voice. It sounds like he's belting a little bit, and I like that. I like that in contrast to, because I was gonna compliment just about everyone, man. Everyone deserves it on their like head voice and falsetto, and like the mix almost sounds like it has like a lot of bottom end like warmth added to it, and you can almost hear like the weight in their breath, and I like that. I like that, man. It feels like they're like some athletes. They got like heavy breath to them. You know what I mean? Like. And it's not interfering. It's just like little things that I look for in like selecting microphones and singing technique and stuff like that. It sounds like they have a lot of like diaphragm activity, and I like that, or support, or like capacity, whatever the word is. I'm not trying to say that they sound breathy, but anyways, great performance so far, man. I'm excited for this chorus.
It's real, I can feel it. 모든 세상이 lovesick. 길이 없어서 죽어도 좋았어. 세계 유일한 법칙 말하고 해줘. 내 손을 잡아줘. You use me like a drum. Say you love me, say you love me. 세계의 끝까지. All or nothing, I will love you. Say you love me, say you love me.
Man, I wish these subtitles were working out a little better, because it sounds like they're singing some stuff that's like really heartfelt, and I'm kind of missing some of it. But I mean, like the performance itself is wild. Like the choreo is real cool, and like I just got into choreo maybe like a year ago, so my taste is probably like not as in depth as a lot of people's. But I like this, man. I like the energy. I like how high everyone's jumping, man. That just tops up to me thinking that they're a bunch of athletes.
아마 난 안 될 거야. 천국에 못 갈 거야. 어울리지 않아. 짜릿한 천국엔 없어. 내 발끝에서 새까맣게 물들었었지. My life before you was a treasure. 지나가는 barbecue 수 없던 mesh. 얼음 부은 이곳에서 넌 유일하게 빛났던 너. Now I can't stop thinking about you when I'm thinking alone. 그렇다 내게 나타난 천사 데려가줘 너의 혼자. I know it's real, I can feel it. 난 모든 그 속에
Ah, man, that's like, again, such a good cut, such a good jump. And then especially leading up with that, I'm going to call it like a scream just for the sake of it. But the Grit and Buddy's voice, man, is fantastic. Fantastic.
나타난 찬사 데려가줘 날 환상 I know it's real I can feel it 난 어제부터 기분없이 길이 없어서 그것도 좋았어 I'm a loser in this game 세계 유일한 법칙 나를 구해줘 내 손을 잡아줘 Use me like a drum 그러면 영원해
See, like it's interesting because a few things, like there's a backing track with a vocal on it, but it's tucked so low in the mix, like it's so obvious when they're what they're singing, what they're not. And like I've only heard one line that was the track that, and that's why I wanted to point that out because I think it's neat, like when you have not only a bunch of singers that you can depend on, but like you're picking and choosing all the parts that you can sing, and then you're only replacing the parts you can't. So like the choreo, man, is tough. Like this section, they probably had to get into this, so they just didn't have that second to sing that line. And that's dope, man. I love that. I just love the commitment to the performance, right? Like they've been singing their butts off. The new YouTube rules and regulations. But anyways, like it's neat, man, and I like that. And I like that tastefully they had it so low in the mix. I'll back it up, but it's so low that you know that it's not like they're trying to like cut away and pretend like they're singing or something like that. Like it's totally different, right? Here, let's find it. That was the line right there. So yes. Ah, man, I love that pause for a second. What is it, like a half bar? Come on. 1, 2, 3. Don't mind me counting out of time, but that was dope, man. That was dope. Great performance, man. You hear the weight in the vocal though, man? Like there's so much bottom end to it. I like that. I dig that a lot. So like me just like doing what I do when I watch these new bands, man, like vocal, like the mic technique was great. No one's cupping the microphone too much. I don't know what they were singing into. They look like Shure bodies with like Sennheiser tops, but I don't know, man. Like it could be something new. Could be just like a custom fitted one or something like that. But they sounded great, man. They had this really nice bottom end to it. I can't stop talking about that. I like that. Like here, let me. So if I take off the high end, this isn't going to be tasteful like theirs, right? So if I start boosting this bottom, it starts getting kind of weird sounding. But like they had a really nice blend of that, and I appreciate that, especially in live performances. And then again with like the track thing, they started adding other elements to the vocal, so it sounded like they had like an auto tune, more so for the effect. And bear with me on that one. Put a pin in that one. It's more so for the effect. Like I don't think any of them need correcting, but it gives a really cool like kind of synthetic sound, right? And people are quick to judge on the auto tune, man. It's like you still have to. In some cases, you still have to like be a singer. You know what I mean? Like you still have to perform because otherwise it sounds like autotune. And like if you're using it as like a texture, like a layer to fill out things, make that like the climax of the song feel like a little bit more energized. That's a great way of doing it, right? So, and I don't know if that was the effect. They might have like ran it through like a guitar synthesizer or something like that. Like there's all kinds of ways of doing it. Autotune is one of them, and that's what I would assume that the approach was. But I dug it, man. I dig all these multi-singer bands that y'all keep putting me on because it's so cool to see the approach, like the skill level, man, the athleticism. Like they never got a break. That whole 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Anyways, see everyone again soon.